Hi, Terron. Welcome to Miami. What appealed to you about coming here? What were the factors that made you want to come?
Uh, talking to Frank Smith, he was one of my former coaches, my assistant O-line coach my rookie year. Keeping that relationship with him, what he did, what he did for me as a rookie, and the impression that he left for us to reunite 10 years later. Um, really just doing my homework on what I wanted for my career. So the offense that Mike bring, his energy, his demeanor, the vision he has for this team, and then coming down to the city. I mean, it's Miami. The location, you can't beat the location. Uh, Front office, the coaches, everyone was so welcoming and expressed their desire for me to be here. I just felt like it was a perfect fit.
So what took you so long? Because you were one of those top tier free agents, and here we are a week into free agency, and you hadn't made a decision.
Yeah, just going through all those factors, man. All the making the best decision for myself and my family. Been playing for a while. I've been in New Orleans 9 years, so entering my 10th year, I didn't just want to make an impulsive decision. Wanted to weigh all options and go through the process, take my time, and ultimately I feel like I made the right decision.
Terron, hey, Joe from Palm Beach. What what has been your message to Tua Tagovailoa, or what would be your message to Tua Tagovailoa?
I haven't got a chance to speak with him yet, but when I do, I'm just excited to see him ball. Really, be successful. I know Mike has a vision for him. Me watching him, he's as accurate and as precise as anyone else I've ever seen. I'm excited to work for him, protect him, myself and the other guys up there with me. So it's gonna be fun.
Terron, obviously you were brought here to continue playing at a Pro Bowl level, but beyond that, you're going to be playing next to a lot of young linemen. What can you do to make them better?
I'm coming in with my experience, how I see the game, my knowledge of the game, and these guys are extremely talented. Me just watching them, getting a chance to meet a few of them, extremely talented. There's a reason why they're in this building and in this business. So just being able to work together, bringing with what I bring to the table and what they bring to the table. We're going to put our hard hat on every day and go out and just try to create space for our playmakers.
Why the Dan Marino jersey?
Why not? You feel me? He's a legend. Me, I'm a real big fan of the sport, of the game, so always pay respect to the legends, the Hall of Famers. On my visit, I walked upstairs and I seen a Dan Marino office, so I just thought it was, out of respect. I walk into the office and staff room and, there he is, so it only makes sense.
What do you think it'll be like meeting him for the first time?
I met him on my visit.
What was that like?
Just humbling. He came up and introduced himself like I didn't know him, which was crazy. So just it's great, man, to have the legends around and share their experience and knowledge. That's really what it's about. It's passing down that knowledge.
Terron, Marcel Louis-Jacques with ESPN. I mean, less than 24 hours after you signed, the team trades for Tyreek over here. What was your reaction when you heard the news about that trade?
Listen, come on now. Most dynamic player in the league. Always been a fan of his game, just watching. Now having him be a part of this offense, I think we're building something. We're building something special. Him paired with Waddle, Mostert, the speed, and then speed of us up front on the offensive line. That we're gonna try to turn these Sundays into a track meet, but a physical track meet. Let's not overshadow that at all. Up front, we're gonna implement that physicality, that mentality, and then speed kills, man. You try to catch them guys on the outside.
What excites an offensive lineman about Coach McDaniel?
He understands us more than a few others. It's a tough job. It's a tough position. It's a thankless position. We're asked to go and create, and you don't necessarily get the celebrations or the rewards, which is fine. It takes a unique group of individuals to do that over and over without expecting to be rewarded or to be patted on the back. So Mike likes to put offensive linemen in the best position to be successful, use your strengths and abilities, which was another factor with me signing in Miami. Like the offensive scheme and the fit, I think is perfect for what I do best. Be explosive, physical, get out and run.
When the moves were made this week, it kind of changed a lot of people's perception of the Miami Dolphins. Do you want to change the perceptions broadly about what this team can do?
We'll write our own story. I don't want to stand up here and try to change any perception. I would rather us get to work, off-season program, training camp, and then once we start playing football, we'll write our own story.
Terron, Mark Stahl with the Miami Times. Welcome to Miami. You're a product of HBCU, Arkansas Pine Bluff. What does today mean to you, being a product of a HBCU, 10-year vet in the league? Could you explain that experience?
It's amazing. It's a blessing for sure. Thank God for the opportunity for being here and being here for so long. Being an HBCU guy, a small school guy, I know and it's a longer road. Honestly, it's a longer trip to get here and stay here, but it's possible, and it's becoming more and more frequent and evident that the talent is in those buildings and in those spaces. So I was at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. A lot of talented players, a lot of NFL scouts and front office people making decisions. So I think it'll continue to grow as they continue to get exposure.
Terron, where do you feel like you are in your career arc?
Progressing, learning, still trying to get better. I got goals, aspirations that I haven't necessarily touched yet, so I'm chasing it.
Big, Terron, busy offseason for the AFC. A lot of trades, a lot of moves. Where do you think you guys stack up?
We can all, every team at this point feel like they're a Super Bowl contender. All 32. It's not true. So we can talk about what it looked like on paper. I've been doing it long enough to know that doesn't really matter. So we got a depth chart. That's a starting point. You got to go out there and do it, put the work in, practice, and then you really get a chance to know. So right now, I can't really say. I think it's unfair to say. I'm gonna say we'll be Super Bowl champions, but you go see anybody else, they're gonna say the same thing.
How's your health at this stage in the career?
Say it again.
How's your health at this stage of your career?
Feel great. Had a procedure in the off season. Cleaned up some stuff from last year. Feel great. I've just been rehabbing, training, getting myself ready to roll. So when we start.
Terron, you said that Tua is as accurate and precise as anyone you've ever seen. You spent a few years with somebody known for his accuracy and precision. Drew Brees in New Orleans. What do you take from your experience there, having a quarterback who relied on the timing, the precision, things like that, and relate that to you?
Yeah, spending so long with Drew and being such a fan of what he do, Drew is as accurate as they come. He can knock a wing off a fly. So just watching his game and his preparation. I'm excited to get around to and see how he prepares. I don't know if he has much experience or connection with Drew. That definitely will be something that I would like to bridge, just because he was such a cerebral mind and a student of the game, saw it differently than most. So if I can just connect those two, that's even before meeting Tua. I think Drew will be an asset to anybody.
Terron, if you made a list of the 5 leading sack artists in the game from last season, the Dolphins, you'd start with T.J. Watt all the way down, Nick Bosa and so forth. The Dolphins play all 5 of those in 2022. When you hear that, what do you think?
Look, that's part of the game. You feel me? It's the NFL. So you always gonna see this the best of the best. Those guys, those few names, they stand out for a reason. Special players, elite players. It's part of the competition, part of the sport. We thrive to play against those guys, the ones that have been doing that at a high level, and just go out there and perform.
Terron, how much time have you spent previously in Miami? Have you visited at all? And what are you looking forward to doing?
I've been down a few weekends. Not too much though.
What are you looking forward to doing or finding out about the city?
Got a lot of friends here. Like I said, I've visited a few times. Just excited to really get here and make it home, grow in the city, get into the community. That's really it. Find a place to live first. It's expensive down here.
Do a couple more.
How would you describe your approach to run block?
It's a mindset. It's a mentality. And I love the way Mike looks at it. It's that's the most rewarding for offensive linemen to be able to go forward. You know, we're actually go backwards so much and stay in front of the best athletes in the world. You know, so to get a chance to go forward and be on offense, be the aggressor, it's a great feeling. And to have a coaching staff that values that and sees that as the foundation of the offense, you know, I think it'll help everyone in the building.
So are we gonna get a new freestyle mixtape, and what beat are we gonna use to?
I'm dropping soon. I'm telling you, dropping soon. No, I got some music I've been working on. Put out some music while I was in New Orleans last year that did really well. So I got some new content coming. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you.
Feel better?
Feel a whole lot better. I just didn't wanna get up and be rude. Like I'm like, yo, I do not know what to do right now, y'all.
You're even fast going to the bathroom. That was quick.
Hey yo. Yeah. Quick, baby. Cheetah.
Tyreek, Safadine, USA Today Sports Plus. What does it mean to you to be in Miami now and to have this new contract? What has the last 24 hours kind of been like for you?
It's been crazy, man. You know, but I just want to give a shout out, man, to Brett Veach, Andy Reid, you know, for just doing this, man, for myself. You know, understanding the circumstances there in KC, you know, and to the guys here, you know, Coach McDaniels, Chris Greer, and even the owner, Mr. Ross. So I'm super excited, man. I believe my family is like more excited than me. You know, they're already looking at property, so everybody's ready, man, for like the city of Miami.
With the Miami Herald, what about Miami was just so I guess enticing and interesting to you to make this decision to really choose Miami?
This is where I train at in the off season, believe that or not, and then plus this is where the greatest agent of all time, both of them, the twins, are here. So I had to come back, man, come home. You know, I got family here, I got relatives here. You know, so I'm always here, man. So why not Miami?
Tyreek, you mentioned the circumstances. What more are you willing to share? It kind of shocked us when that happened, the trade. What are the circumstances behind it?
If you ain't got no tea, you ain't talking. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to dive too deep into that. All I'm gonna say is, man, I'm just thankful for where I am today. You know, so everything happened for a reason. You know, God blessed me and my family with this beautiful opportunity. You know, so that's what we're looking at right now. We looking forward.
Have you talked with Jalen Waddle yet? Compared notes on how you two can team up and review secondaries?
You know what? I actually DM'd him last night. You know, just for his phone number. You know, I had to get his number. I was supposed to be calling him, but it's like so much has been going on today, man, and Like it's like crazy. I'm like trying to take it all in at once. But believe me, once I'm able to sit down, I'm gonna talk to him. We gonna chop it up. We even gonna get a few workouts in. Maybe even a race, man. Cause hey, wherever I go, the cheetah, he always gotta prove he the fastest on the team, no matter what. I mean that.
What do you like about his game?
Oh, his game. He's a fiery competitor, man, just like I am. Like a lot of guys, like they get like, bad knacks for like not being a beast. Not being able to do certain things, not being able to run certain routes, not being able to go in and like knock a linebacker on his butt. So like he just like I was coming out. A young guy who wants to compete, who loves the game, and just wants to get better. So I'm just excited just to be a part of that, man. And that's even going to make me better, That's going to fuel me to be like, okay, young guy coming in, just like myself, want to compete. So I'm ready for the challenge, dog.
What do you guys do the same for Tua Tagovailoa as quarterback?
Excuse me?
How do you guys do the same and use your skill sets to help Tua develop as a quarterback?
Well, Tua is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL, man. So just his ball placement, getting us the ball in space, perfect placement, and us just utilizing our speed, utilizing our best asset, and that's just being dangerous.
All right, what's it mean to you to be the highest paid wide receiver in the history of the National Football League?
Man, I tell people this all the time. There's only one time I ever cried in my life, and that was when my daughter was born, man. So I almost teared up, like just having that moment. My agent wanted me to kiss him in the mouth. I said no. It was a lot of events that happened.
It's not a true story.
It's a lot of events that we're not going to talk about because there are kids in here. But, man, but it's the greatest feeling ever, man. Like all the hard work, coming from a small town, going through the adversity, and then just watching it all just happen for myself and my family, man. My support system, the people who love me, we all getting blessed, man. So I'm just happy.
Tyreek, with great expectations comes great pressure. Are you
Right.
ready for that?
I don't blink, dog. I don't believe in pressure, dog. I make the pressure. I'm pushing P, baby. Hey, you know what that means? You know what pushing P mean? All right, so look, this is what you do. When you get in your car, go to Apple Music, type in Pusha P Gunna. And then I want you to bob your head to that. And then I want you to tweet. Okay, I know what you mean, Tyreek. And I'm gonna retweet that. I got you.
Tyreek, what do you think of head coach Mike McDaniel?
He's probably the funniest head coach I've ever met in my life. He's a dope guy, a fun guy to be around. I can tell that already, and his energy is contagious. So I'm excited. The way he was telling me he was going to get me the ball, that's always exciting for a receiver. But like, my biggest thing is like his whole message off the field, man. Tyreek, just be you, man. He kind of sounded like Shrek a little bit. He was like, just be you, Reed. Just be you, Reed. And that's all I can ask for, man. I coach to have my back off the field, man. So he went to bat for me, and I know all 90 guys on this roster gonna go to bat, even though I know 90 can't be on there. But everybody gonna go to bat for him. So excited to play for the guy, man.
Tyreek, I'm not sure there's a faster receiver duo in the league now with you than you and Jalen. What does that do to cornerback's hamstrings?
Oh, especially in the heat. It's going to be crazy, man. Look, they better warm up, put ice on them, do whatever they got to do, man, because it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a fun season, too, though, so I'm excited, man.
Tyreek, Marcel Louis with ESPN. Considering your playoff experience, considering Terron's playoff experience, what can y'all bring to a locker room that's looking to take that next step toward being a playoff contender?
Man, just that veteran leadership, man. Like, because once you go to the playoffs, the game is definitely a different speed. Like you got to play the game at a different level. So I mean, just having us two, guys who have experienced it means a lot, man, for like younger guys. Because some guys may look at it as like another opportunity just to play the game. Guys hit harder, guys run faster for some reason. Myself, but it's just crazy how the game speed changes. So I'm excited to play with Terron. I really want to race him too. I heard he run a 4.6.
Tyreek, what would be your message? What would be your message to the Dolphins fans?
Gear up, man. It's gonna be a fast season, but it's gonna be a fun season. And let's have as many of you guys come out, man, and cheer us on, man, because we need you guys to support us.
how hard is it for you to leave Kansas City, and what was maybe like what you talked to Pat Mahomes with, kind of after everything happened?
It's tough. It's tough, man. But if somebody comes to you with a lot of money, it changes. It changes. The feelings start to change a little bit. Now let me stop. But it definitely was tough, man. Like I definitely had one of those moments where like I just had to like get in my car and just drive and just really think about the moments that I had in KC. With my family, with my coaches, the players, and like I even had a conversation with Pat. Like that's my brother for life, man. Like no matter what, like we don't even got to be on the same team. Pat, Kelsey, and a whole lot of other guys. Dieter, D-Rob, I can name a whole lot of guys. So I'm gonna miss those guys. I know those guys still gonna ball because they Hall of Famers and they still gonna do their thing. And Coach Reed, he gonna do his thing too. So
How close were you to picking the Jets? Yeah.
how close was I? Who? The Jets? Nah, man. Look, man, it's a lot. I don't even want to get into all that. I knew I was gonna pick Miami no matter what, man. Cause like I say, I'm basically from here, dog. I'm here all the time, and like this is home for me, for us. So.
Tyreek, you mentioned a few minutes ago how you talked with Mike McDaniel about how he's going to get you the ball.
Oh, yeah.
What were some of the things he said that really excited you?
I can't share the secrets, man, but he just said, look, Reek, just gear up. It's going to be fun, all right? Because I'm going to just say this. The way that he utilized Deebo Samuel in that offense was crazy, right? Deebo Samuel is a freak athlete, right? So I'm just excited, man. That's all I'm going to say.
How different is he? You said he's a little different.
He is a little different, man. Like, he's a younger coach, man. So he has a lot of energy, So I'm not used to, I'm not used to that. That's all I'm going to say. He's a young coach with a lot of energy.
Tyreek, how do you celebrate this moment?
Oh, yeah, we go out, man. We go to the beach, play some volleyball, get some Hennessy, and we have a good time, man. Why not? Why? Go to the beach, have fun, right? You trying to play volleyball?
If you need me.
Not with them shoes on. All right.
Just can't be there past midnight because they did that whole thing.
Yeah. You right about that.
What does it tell you about the
Tyreek, welcome home.
Go ahead, guys.
Tyreek, welcome home. Mark Stahl from the Miami Times.
Uh-huh.
We spoke a few years back at the Super Bowl and Media Day, and I asked you, how does it feel to be back home in Miami? And you said it was good to be in the air, but after everything transpired, you won the Super Bowl down here. What does it mean to be back here now as a member of the Miami Dolphins, and how do you feel having the Tyreek Hill Family Foundation getting involved in the community as well too down here?
It feels great, man, to be back, man. Like I'm happy. I'm finally able to play in front of my family, because as you know, Kansas City is far away from Georgia or Florida. So being closer to home, like having more family involved in the games and the foundation and stuff is definitely going to be a blessing, man. And just being a part of the community. Like my mom always told me, like, you don't do what you do for a reason. God has blessed you. So I need you to be able to bless other people. So I feel like I have a purpose to bless people off the field, whatever the case may be. Like I'm very involved in mental health. I'm very involved with the homeless. So I'm gonna make sure that we take it up another level. To make sure we do what we got to do off the field too, to take care of some of these people.
So what does it tell you about the organization's commitment to winning? They brought you in, they brought Terron, they're bringing in players. What does that tell you?
Just like they said in the Rams, F them picks, man. F them picks at the end of the day. But, man, bringing Terron in, man, they definitely want to put all the right pieces around the quarterback because the quarterback is the most important player on the field. Having myself, Terron, and a few more other pieces that were already here, you definitely can tell that the owner want to win. Coach McDaniels, Chris Greer, all of those guys want to win. So we just all looking forward to the challenge, to the journey, and I can't wait to work, man. Question, Mom. Right now, you're pressure. That's not a question.
Tyreek, where does all your confidence come from?
Man, look, the play receiver, man, you got to be confident as heck, man. Because, look, drop passes and getting hit hard, man, you got to have the swagger, my dog. Because if you don't got the swagger, you don't got none of that. And the person who taught me that, man, was my mom and dad, dog. My mom is probably the cockiest person in the room right now. I know y'all looking at me talking right now, but my mom really is cocky, y'all, for real. So you gotta have that swagger, man, when you play this position.
So having said that, you're looking forward to going up against X in practice?
Yes, I am looking forward to going against X at practice, man. Going against Byron Jones, blocking Jerome Bake. And I'm looking forward to everything, man. So it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have a few scraps, talk trash here and there. So
Do you talk a lot on the field?
come on, that's what I do, baby. I'm the cheetah, man. Huh? That's what cheetahs do to lions. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. I'm going in the tree. Nah, can cheetahs climb? Nah, let me stop.
Tyreek, thank you, guys.
Tyreek, thank you. We good?